Hello, my name is Traphene Hickman, and I want to tell you a story. Now, this is a Native American story explaining why something is like it is. They're called porqué stories. Why? This is why ants are little teeny tiny. Have you ever been stung by an ant? Doesn't that sting? I mean, they're just little bitty things, and when they sting, it hurts. But can you imagine what if it were a giant ant? Think how bad that would hurt. That's how big they were back in this time. You see, little rabbit came bouncing through the forest, and he came up on a giant ant. And that ant had a big stick in its hand, and that stick just whopped that little ant and killed him dead. Well, the ant picked him up and looked at him. He didn't look like anything good to eat, so he just threw him over in the mud pile over there. Well, that night, when it got supper time, Grandmother was waiting for the little rabbit to come home, and he didn't come home. He didn't come home till after supper. He didn't come home. He wasn't home at bedtime. Grandmother didn't sleep a wink that night. When it was early morning, when the sun was just cracking up in the sky, she got up and she tied her skirt above her knees and she started out. She went up there and she found that giant ant and she said, "Have you seen my little bunny rabbit?" "Well, yeah, I might have." "What'd you do with him?" "I think I killed him." "Killed him? What'd you do with him?" "Well, I threw him over there in the mud." "In the mud? She went over there and she got that little bunny and he was just dead as everything. But she took him and she held him by his ears and she started slapping his cheek. "Breathe, breathe, breathe." And finally he went, "Oh!" And he had come back. Well, she took him home and she said, "Little rabbit, I want you to go up there and I want you to kill that monster ant." "Me? You want me to kill him? He's so big. I can't do that. I can't do that, Grandmother." "I want you to. Just straighten up. Throw your shoulders back. You get you a club and you go kill him." Ugh. Well, little rabbit always did what his grandmother told him. So he went over to a big tree and he said, "Tree, do you mind if I use you for just a minute?" And then he pulled that big tree up and he went up there and he saw that monster ant and he just walloped him one and killed him. And when he did, he just burst like a balloon and little bitty ants just fell all down to the ground. And that's why ants are little today. They still have that big bite, but they're tiny. Just think what if they were big, how much that would hurt.